Hi everyone and welcome back to Nazira's Lifestyle channel. For today's video we're going to be recreating Wagamama's iconic chicken firecracker. So without further ado, let's get into it. For the ingredients you'll need 3 large bell peppers. I've chosen red, green and yellow, and that's because I wanted to make it a really colourful dish. 1 whole white onion, some garlic cloves, and I've peeled both the onion and the garlic and chopped them up. Some red chilies, monjatou, spring onions. These are 2 spring onions, and I've kept aside some more peppers there. And you want to have some chicken breasts cut up into small strips. Here I've used chicken on the bone, and I've marinated it in lemon juice, vegetable oil, as well as some coriander. So for the first component of the firecracker, I'm going to be making the yakitori sauce, which is made up of 12 tablespoons of light soy sauce, and I'm pouring it into a pot, followed by 2 tablespoons of mirin, and 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to place this pot on a low flame on the cooker and let it reduce a little bit until the sauce has thickened somewhat. So for the firecracker sauce, you're going to need some of this yakitori sauce, approximately 50 ml, some oyster sauce, again approximately 50 ml, but you can guesstimate. Here I am guesstimating. Some sriracha sauce, again about 50 ml of this. Two tablespoons of fish sauce, and you can choose to omit this or keep this. Again, it depends on your personal preference and whether you like fish sauce or not. And then you're going to need 6 tablespoons of honey. If you prefer this dish less sweeter, then I would reduce the honey. And then 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce. And this dish is entirely customizable. You can add or subtract however much you want. Here, as you can see, I'm adding a little bit more extra sweet chili sauce in, and it's just personal preference. And then you want to give all of these ingredients a good stir just so that they combine well. And the last component is some vegetable oil. Again, this is approximately 50 ml, and you need to give this a really good stir, just because it's oil and it finds it very hard to combine with the other ingredients. So over here I have my wok set on a low flame, and I'm letting it get really nice and hot before I add the ingredients. So I've added in some oil, and now I'm going to add in my chicken. And I'm adding in the chicken and letting it gently fry and cook. And so now I'm going to give this a nice brief stir. As my chicken is bubbling away, I'm going to add in the garlic and onions and then give this a quick stir again. And you next want to add in the bell peppers. and give this a good stir again. Ideally, one should use boneless chicken breast for this dish. However, if you don't have that, that's completely fine too. You can also substitute the chicken for prawns. Wagamama does the prawn version, which is amazing. And over here I've added in the mangetout, and I believe I'm going to give this another good stir and then add in the wonderful firecracker sauce. So the sauce is quite watery, as you can see. However, by the end of cooking this dish, it should have reduced a bit and thickened, which is the ideal sort of consistency you want it to be. So over here I'm adding in the 2 chopped spring onions, and I'm so sorry, but I completely forgot to add or include it in the video. I added in the 1 dried chili at some point as well, but I just don't know if I filmed it or not. And then you just place the lid over it and just let it simmer. So as you can see, after some time, this is the finished result, the final result. And like I mentioned before, the sauce has thickened up a bit. You've got the lovely flavours of all the bell peppers in there with the chicken, the mangetout, the spring onions, and of course the firecracker sauce. And I'm giving it a good stir. So some of you may be thinking, why didn't I add in salt? Well, the reason I didn't add in salt is basically when all of the sauces are combined and you taste it, there is pretty much enough salt in there already. So in typical Wagamama fashion, I have molded the rice into a little bowl. So I've used a little square dish, and I'm placing the firecracker curry around the rice and garnishing with some chopped spring onions, as well as some dried red chilies. And don't be afraid of the red chili, it actually adds, because the sauce is so sweet anyway, it actually adds a good kick to it. And so this is the end result. It was so amazing. And it was just great to be able to create firecracker at home and have such a yummy dish at home. This is me just, tucking in. So yeah. And I love the sweetness the bell peppers add. It's just so fresh. So yep, that's the final result. If you really enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to our channel for similar content. Like this video and also comment down below, do you add a little bit of a difference to your Wagamama recipe, or is it pretty much the same? Thank you everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.